Hi all and welcome to a short video on basic prepositions of place. This video focuses on how to use the prepositions in, on and at. To start with, we'll cover some rules about usage, then there's an exercise to help you practice at the end. So without further ado, let's review the table we can see here. First column is at. So we can use at with specific places. At John's house, at the new McDonald's. We can also use at with public places and shops, at Target, at the supermarket, at the mall. We can use at with addresses, at 10 Downing Street, at 31 Spooner Street. We can use at with events, at the Super Bowl, at the Olympics, and we can use at with specific points in space, at the bottom of the page, at the back of the book, at the bottom of the garden. Let's have a look at the next column now, in. We can use in with geographical regions, in France, in the Sahara Desert, in Africa. We can use in with states, cities, towns and larger areas, in California, in Denver, in Burnley, in the wilderness, in Siberia. We can use in with places that surround someone physically when you feel enclosed by something. Perhaps it has a wall or a door, or perhaps it's more abstract. In the office, in the building, in the forest, in the canyon, or in the sea. Objects that contain something, in my pocket, in the bag, in the fridge, in the box. And the contents of liquids, in the soup, in the coffee, in the sauce. Finally, we've got on. So in this column, we've got roads or streets, on Broadway, on the Champs-Élysées, on Reformer, on Hollywood Boulevard, all famous streets or roads around the world. Linear places, things that are in a line, so on the coast, on the riverbank, on the seafront, on the shore, on the path. Finally, we've got surfaces, things that tend to be flat, on the table, on the breakfast bar, on the screen, on the wall, or on the floor. So that's the material and the rules covered. Now let's put it to practice. Okay, so let's go over the instructions. Decide which preposition is appropriate and complete the sentence. Use the rules we've previously covered and you're going to have 5 seconds for each. Additionally, look at the photo. What is it showing you? What are the cues there regarding the prepositions and the rules we've learnt? Take that into account. So without further ado, let's have a go at some of these. We stayed near Abersoch, something northwest Wales. So the answer is we stayed near Abersoch in northwest Wales. Northwest Wales is a geographical region. Let's eat something Taco Bell. Let's eat at Taco Bell. In this case, Taco Bell is a shop. It's also a public place that anybody can go to, so we use at. Why is it not in Taco Bell? Well, look at the photo. The photo is the outside, the exterior of the store, not the interior. We are something the Periferico, but the traffic is bad. We are on the Periferico, but the traffic is bad. We use on here because the Periferico, meaning ring road, is a kind of road or street. Did you go something the Colosseum? Did you go in the Colosseum? The Colosseum is a place that surrounds somebody physically. I did the egg something the frying pan. I did the egg in the frying pan. A frying pan is an object that can contain something. Reach it easily. It's something the back of the closet. I can't reach easily. It's at the back of the closet. So we use at in this case because it's a very specific point in space that we are referring to. Is it safe to walk something a narrow country lane? Is it safe to walk on a narrow country lane? Look at the shape of the lane here. Look at the shape of the road. It's linear. And when something is a linear place, we use the preposition on. There weren't too many tourists, something the dark hedges. There weren't too many tourists at the dark hedges. The dark hedges is a unique and very specific place, therefore we use at. Did you put sugar something my coffee? Did you put sugar in my coffee? We're talking here about the contents of a liquid, so we use in. My friend Margaret lives something 24 Rosewood Avenue. My friend Margaret lives at 24 Rosewood Avenue. 24 Rosewood Avenue is an address, so we use at. The kettle is something the hob. The kettle is on the hob. The hob is a flat surface, so we use on. Don't call me tonight, I'll be something a concert. Don't call me tonight, I'll be at a concert. A concert is a kind of event, so we use at. We stayed something Quebec for several nights. We stayed in Quebec for several nights. Quebec is the name of both the city and the state in Canada, so we use the preposition in.